Alrighty. Welcome everyone. That's a very good time to join there. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. That's not what I meant to do, but you know, it's fine. Alrighty, so looks like first person that's gonna be really on a lap is gonna be Wower. First person that we're gonna see on a clean lap. Maybe Wower's on a lap, maybe not. Alright. Behind him is probably going to be Twice, and then Derek, who's on an out lap. FO Racer looks to be on a lap in front of him, as one of the McLarens goes across the line to start his lap. That's probably Mark 7. Let's go ahead and look forward on the grid now. That's a very wide lap. That's probably about to start his lap. Yep. And then FO Racer letting Wower by, where he starts his own lap. And then behind... Sorry about that. Behind is going to be FO Racer, who already started their lap, as Twice goes up to 6th place, finishing his lap. And there's going to be a Mercedes coming out of the last corner. It's going to be Derek starting his lap. And you see as there is a very slow Haas. Thought it was FO Racer, but it is definitely not. It's AA. And Wower looks to... Here, actually, let's go ahead and do... Fastest lap. There you go. Budweiser, top of the leaderboard with a 16-0. I didn't even see him going on a lap. Pretty impressive. Four and a half tenths from the next person downwards. Okay. And then it's going to be out of line. Uvi coming across the line to start a lap, I'm assuming. As everyone just goes into the pits. And Derek seems to be on a slow lap. As Soda... Yep, everyone is literally in the pits. Okay. As AA is about to round out the last corner to start his lap. And... Okay. McLaren comes out behind AA, but that's alright. No impeding here. It looks like 50 is going to be the next person on a lap, as we just barely saw AA spin at the very end of that cutscene. As Mark 7 goes faster than AA by 4 thousandths of a second. Very close to his time there. AA just has to improve. He went into the pits, goes Budweiser, as probably he did not improve on that lap. That was a very solid lap, to be fair. As Radioactive goes second with a 1609 instead of a 1603 that has current pole, provisional pole. And who went across the line? Booby Poppy. That's understandable. I don't think he improved. I didn't see an improvement from him, at least. So, next person is going to be Candy coming out on next to cross the line to start a lap. And then it's going to be 50, who is already on a lap. So let's go ahead and join him for the end of his lap. I think he may be going into the pits. He's not. He's finishing on a lap. Okay. Goes up to P3 with a 16.25. And then next across the line is going to be Double A starting another lap, I'm guessing. It's going to be a very... It needs to be a very good lap for this to be anywhere near the top 3. Has to be at least a 0.2 improvement. As it looks like he is... There's no delta. I don't know why. As you just see 50 very slowly there across the second... across the hairpin there. And... As it looks like maybe Potato's also on a lap. Coming in is Booby, Potato. Let's see. Who is FO Racer? FO Racer is going out on a lap now. I was gonna say who is the Haas coming across the line, but it is FO Racer. And Candy coming across, going into the pits as he invalidated his lap. And it looks like maybe Double A is coming into the pits as well. Yes, he is. As GMH is going to start his lap now. 50 comes into the pit. It looks like Derek is out on a lap, but Potato just went into the pits. Let's see who is in the Alpha Tauri there. It's going to be Twice starting his lap. FO Racer's still on his lap, as well as Derek. JMH blows his front. Budweiser looks to be starting a lap now. Coming across the line, and Derek is also starting a lap. Everyone's starting a lap. God damn. FO Racer goes P9 on his first flying lap. He has 3 minutes left of quali. This is going to be a very, very interesting last quali lap for everybody on track. I'm guessing FL is just going to be recharging as much battery as he can. Let's see. JMH. I don't think he has a front wing. Change cameras? He definitely does not have a front wing, and his car is crunched. Rip for that man. Next, we're going to have Derek. I think he's going to be coming across the line because he looks like he was using a lot of battery there. Purple second sector, it says. And nobody's coming across the line for a fast lap. If people want to get out on track, it's probably going to be in the next 15 seconds that you have to get out, or else you're not going to get a lap in. Derek looks to be coming across the line now, and he is going to be going up to third place with a 16.093. Only 2,000s off of Radioactive. That is very unfortunate for that sir right there. As Budweiser starts his lap, it looks like, maybe. Yeah, he's starting his lap there. Gonna be going for that pole position since he's already on provisional pole. And he looks to be really, really good through that first sector. He's using all the track limits, going over the bumps there, over the sausage curve just a little bit, really stable through there. Looks that the car is very much handling it very well, using all of that curb on the exit of the corner, trying to come across the Mercedes that just barely let him by. Budweiser using all of the track. That's almost an off track. Oh my, that was very close. Oh, he didn't cross the line. That's very good. He's doing a really, really good second sector here. Purple second sector, actually. As there is two more corners left to go. As what is going on here? Oh, twice is spun out of the last corner. And it doesn't look like, yeah, he's going into the pits. It doesn't look like he's going to continue on his lap. 50 is going to be going on a lap now, as he's going to be getting some of the best conditions on track. He sets a 0-0-0 exactly. That is a very strange lap time to see. Radioactive comes across the line to start a lap now, as Budweiser takes provisional pole once again. Doesn't look like he's going to have enough time or energy to run another lap. But let's continue out through the quali session. It looks like Potato has retired from the race. It looks like he may have crashed out there. Let's go with 50 real quick, and we'll see exactly where that McLaren spun. It looks like at the exit of this turn right here. His car got cleared up. Okay. Regardless, let's go ahead and see who's coming across the line. JMH looks to be second to last across the line, as Double A is the last person across the line. If 50 is going on another lap, he doesn't have enough time or energy, as I said. FL's coming across into the last sector now, as quali is over, and provisional pole is currently held by Budweiser. And we can see that he's going into the pits, as he's very satisfied with that. And this is an invalid lap anyways, so it's not going to be like he's going to improve on it. Next person across the line is Derek. He's going to be setting a 15.94, taking provisional pole from Budweiser. As next across the line was Card Attack. I don't think he improved. Mark 7 gets an even better time with a 15.795. That is an insane time. Wow. Next across the line looked to be Steel. No improvement. Next across is Wower. No improvement as well. Who else is out? GMH? GMH is going to be last across the line. P11, not last, second to last. And Double A takes pole position by 0.03 of a second with a 7.65 instead of a 7.69 from Mark 7 Hitch. Nobody else is out on track, so everyone is done with quali. Great job to the drivers here today. Great job. 15.7 is insane. That is an absolutely wild figure to say out loud. A 15-second lap time. Let's go ahead and run down this quali, short qualifying. First place, we got Double A with a 15.765. Next is going to be Mark 7 with a 15.795. Next is Derek with a 9.42.15. Next is Budweiser, his first ever race, is a 16.0. Radioactive in P5 with a 16.09. 50 with a 16.096 instead of a 0.91 from Radioactive. Booby is going to be a 16.94. Steel is going to be a 17.03. FL is a 17.24. Twice is going to be 17.37, and that's going to be the top 10 for you. 11, 12, and 13th are only separated by about a tenth and a half. Insane. Wild stuff here at Imola from these Tier 1 drivers. Alrighty. First, we're going to be going through our 5-minute break between race and quali. So let's go ahead and wait for a little bit, and we'll get right back into the racing. Stay hydrated, everyone. Break. The race director. Race director don't want to work. Okay. Whatever. Mm. Um, waiting for players. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do, 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 do. This is, I think, my least favorite part about having to wait for this. It's just really annoying. This just, I'm looking at a bunch of bald guys. And Haas's pit crew. That too. Alrighty. So, again, let's. Alright. Let's go ahead and run over the championship real quick. All right, so this is our website. I don't know if you all have seen it before or not, but we have um, we have had this as our website for a little bit now. Um, Here you can check out the standings in both tiers, tier 1 and tier 2, and in our Mavericks, which is what I'm competing in. But for tier 1, the season is pretty tight here, as Martin is at 71, leading, by the way, with 2 wins, 3 podiums, 3 fastest laps, absolutely destroying the field with a, I don't know how to do math, 38 point lead from Derek in second place, who has a 9-point lead from Card Attack in third. And these are very, very close up until you get to the first place. From second to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So from second to 9th to 11th, I mean, it's pretty close. It's close enough. All right. Race is about to go out. Let's go ahead and get this going. Formation lap is out. I don't know why we have a formation lap. That's weird. Okay. Well, formation lap is out. We're going to be going after they finish this lap. But first, let's go ahead and do that, our intro, while they do their formation lap. So, back to the action we go as, looks like Double A has had a problem, on his formation lap. He is currently down in, like, P18. Not P18, P13. But he will be gridded up in P1 as he did get pole position. Mark 7 is going to be up front leading the group back to the grid. As we see here, this is going to be a interesting start as turn 1 and turn 2 are both really just short kinks through to the first corner. So, let's go ahead and see how these guys do. Predicted tire strategy looks to be medium hards. Let's see what people are actually running. Tires. So, people are running, Radioactive got disqualified? Oh, that's too funny. Okay. Double A, top 5 are actually on hards. Mediums for a couple of people. Card Attack is the only person on softs. As let's go ahead and get it underway. 5 red lights are going out. 3, 4, 5, and 5 red lights are out. Drivers are away, and we cannot see the start. Camera? There you go. Alright, so it looks like Double A is gone, and there's a big crash behind. There's some front wing going on, but Double A is first as Mark 7 is behind, and people are just going wide, going over the sausage curb. That looked like Wower was. And FO Racer, I think, has made up a position at the 7th place, as 50 is very close in front. Card Attack and Potato changing positions, as Potato gets really squirrely on the curb and almost gets overtaken by Radioactive as well. Really close behind Radioactive is. And JMH, I'm going to have to find a better way to say that name, got really close to Radioactive's rear end there, but nothing able to do as FO Racer and Booby are going out side by side at a not side by side corner. FO Racer comes out in front and keeps 7th place there. As continuing down the field, we don't look to have any side-by-side battles going on. Double A is kept first place. Mark 7 has been overtaken by Budweiser. Steel Current is up to 4th place. Derek is in 5th. 50 is in 6th. Coming back down the field, FL is in 7th. Booby is in 8th. Card Attack 9th. Wower in 10th. Potato, JMH are going side by side for 11th position. JMH has to pull out of the corner as it is a left-hander, and Potato has the inside line, but JMH is going to be going side by side again through the main straight as he has so much more overspeed with the slipstream, and they go side by side into the first corner. And it looks like JMH is going around the outside, makes the move stick, and he gets passed out of that first sector. And it looks like Potato is not going to be coming back at him. Yes, he is. No, he just looked down the inside. He did not make the move. And that looks like a very good start to this race here from the boys at... what's it called? The boys at... Ferrari, as they've moved up a place. Let's go ahead and keep going through here. This looks to be a very tight group of 3 people. And Steel Curtain is getting passed by Derek here, coming into the chicane. As he makes a move stick, Derek is up to 4th place, as they are nose to tail from P4 to P6. Double A has run away from Budweiser before the DRS has even turned on, and he is 1.25 seconds. Fastest lap from Double A, then Budweiser, 19.7. And Mark 7 seems to be grabbing the overspeed on him, on Budweiser, as most people are just trying to calm down for this race. Mark 7 is right behind Budweiser, and he's going to be gaining on him in that DRS straight for a very good amount of time. Budweiser is using a lot of energy, I'm guessing. It looks like he's just under 40%, And he's using a lot of energy to get on that DRS. Let's see how much energy Double A has. He has 50%, so it's about 10% to 15% more. They're using a lot of energy to stay with each other. Derek is in within 1 second as well, as Budweiser went wide into the corner, probably giving him a warning, as Mark 7 is less than half a second within. Radioactive is 33 seconds behind the next person. He must have had a very big crash or just a bad lap, as 50 is on the rear end of Steel Curtain. Really tough here for those mediums to overtake the hard runners, as there's not that many overtaking spots here. They do just have more grip through the corners. Mark 7 is really close on the rear end of Budweiser now, as he's going to be getting DRS down this straight, and Budweiser's probably going to be draining his battery. Yep, as you can see here, he's under 15%, did a 669 on hard tires. Very close, as Mark 7 gets the move, gone around the outside, and he is passed by the braking zone of turn 1, as 50 made a move on Steel Curtain while we were watching that, and he has made his way into 5th place. Very good job from the deputy here at Imola. Continuing on, JMH seems to have had a spin here, and turn 1 and 2, as he goes down to 14th place. Not looking so good for that Ferrari team anymore. And it looks like it's really just coming down to who has the better tires at this point. Radioactive is going to come in at a 19.2 on medium tires. Looks to have already pitted. Let's make sure to not say anything wrong, but it looks like they may have already pitted, right? No? Penalties? Stops. Yeah, he pitted already. Okay, so the most positions gained is Card Attack. Very good job from him. He came all the way from 13th place. He's already in 8th. That is very good from him. Next person is Wower, who was in P14 at the start of the race. Radioactive has had a very bad start as our overall loser, losing 10 places from where he started. He started P5. He's all the way down to P15, running last right now, as most people are just trying to settle into this race, trying not to use too much ERS. As we see there, Booby is spun out of turn 2, and he's getting passed by everyone, especially his teammate. And he's going to be going down to, that looks like 13th place? Yeah, 13th place down to Booby. Candy has gone past him twice. Potato and Wower have all gone past him. And that makes Wower the tied most positions gain, as Radioactive sets a 19.1 as the fastest lap of the race. We are really pushing it. Who did we just see have a very scrolly moment? Steel Curtain, very close to 50 there, as I think it was 50 who had the bad oversteer moment. And looking forward on the grid, it looks like everyone is kind of staying where they are. Mark 7 is actually catching up to Double A very quickly. I don't think he's going to have DRS for this lap, but he definitely will for the next lap. He does have a DRS. That's huge for Double A. That's huge for Mark 7, I mean. Double A is going to have to use a lot of battery here. They're about... Double A's maybe 10% less than Mark 7. But they are still really close. Double A is spun! Double A is spun from the lead of the race, going down a couple of places. Our new race leader is Mark 7. Buds moves into 2nd place. Derek goes into 3rd with only 2/3 of a second coming to Budweiser, as Double A loses another position on those heated tires that he can barely control anymore. Down to P9 he went. Wow, that's turned so badly for the race leader. He's lost 8 positions, almost tying Radioactive for most positions lost, as Radioactive has already gained 10 seconds on these tires. Potato Aim going wide into that corner that we just watched. Derek getting a 3-second penalty as he is pushing to get closer and closer. Potato Aim also getting a 3-second penalty, and probably going to just be watching these people for the next couple of laps. Twice seems to be very close to Potato, but doesn't seem like he's going to be able to make a move anywhere. 50 is very close to Steel, as he's gotten overtaken by Steel. I barely even noticed that. Derek is still with DRS coming into this first corner on Budweiser, as Budweiser seems to be losing a little bit of time to Mark 7, and Mark 7 seems to be going all the way out as Double A takes 8th place from Wower, moving Wower down back into 9th, making Card Attack still the best driver so far. JMH has overtaken Candy, currently looking like DRS and ERS, as neither of them have much of either. Radioactive with another fastest lap. This time it was a 19-0, as he is just holding that fastest lap every lap. Derek is getting closer and closer to that Ferrari of Budweiser, but cannot seem to make anything really stick here, as many people are just getting comfortable. 7 laps into the 32-lap race, just have to make the move stick and keep with it, as Twice is a third of a second down on Potato, third of a second behind Potato, I mean, just rising to just under half a second, or over half a second now, but very, very close from Twice to Potato and Potato to Wower, as they are 1 second from each other, just about. Card Attack with a 3-second penalty, and that is going to be a very interesting time for him to get that time back, as in the leader of the race, it looks like nothing really has changed. Wower has made a big mistake, so has Potato. Potato has also made a big mistake, as we're going to be watching Wower try to get overtaken by Twice, and Twice pulls it out of the corner, as Potato goes back into 14th place with that spin. Looks very, very similar to what JMH did a couple of laps ago, but JMH is actually already back in 12th place. Not bad at all for the man who spun in a couple of laps ago, not even. And Potato looks to be losing time on the cars in front, just barely, as Radioactive is gaining, as he's gained 7 seconds across the last 2 laps alone. Wow, that man is going quickly around this track. Let's see what our fastest laps look like. 19-0, which is 3/10 faster than what the top runner's fastest lap is. That's wild. As Card Attack gets overtaken by Wower going into the pits on those soft tires, changing onto what looks like mediums for a 2-stop. Mediums. Okay, this is going to be a very, very aggressive 2-stop strategy, as he goes to the back of the field, and Radioactive is probably going to have him here, as that is a very, very long pit straight. And continuing to look at the racing, we got Twice behind Wower still. Very, very close together, these two. Let's see. Nobody has double penalties, so I don't really have to worry about that. JMH has overtaken Booby, as Booby has spun out of the hairpin corner. Another 3-second time penalty for Double A. Or not another time penalty in general has been added to Double A, as we see Wower still getting overtaken by JMH on since he had those bad tires. Not Wower getting overtaken by Twice, as JMH is behind. Potato Aim gets past Candy. Potato Aim goes a little bit wide coming into the corner. Candy comes back inside, as he has the tighter line coming to the next corner, as he takes the racing line, goes on the inside of the corner. Potato tries to make it around the outside, does not make it around completely, comes around to the second left corner, goes a little bit wide, and does not look like he's passed. Actually, Candy's coming past, as Candy has DRS. Booby does not have DRS. This is weird. Booby doesn't have DRS. Potato doesn't have DRS. Potato goes off the track, as they go 3 wide into the first corner. Oh my, Potato goes real wide into the corner, goes over the sausage curve, nearly gets overtaken by Candy, but lets Booby Poppy go completely, making a 1.5 to Booby Poppy almost instantly, as Candy tries to make it move, or is trying to find a way to make a move. coming through these first sector. Very, very technical, as his hard tires are just not given enough grip to get past another car. Looks like everyone is, yeah, Card Attack has gone into the last place. Potato Aim getting another 3-second penalty, as I think that is our second penalty for him. Yes, it is. He's gonna have 6 seconds added onto his late race time, as many other people are still lapping, as this is our closest actual race on track. We're just going to keep watching these guys for a little bit, as Candy is just trying to make anything to get close to Potato. Potato seems like he may be pulling away here if it wasn't for DRS. Alrighty. Let's go up a little bit, see what Wower and Twice are doing. Wower has gone a second out. Actually, Candy made the move. Candy has overtaken since Potato has spun, and he's gone off track. He's going on to last place, and that is not fortunate for Potato Aim, as he has lost every position he had gained up until that point with his 6 seconds of penalties. That is very unfortunate. Our overall worst person in this race, worst person as in overtaken the most times, has been Radioactive, and he has gone down from 10 to 8. Pretty good improvement, as our best person is still Wower with 5 overtakes, 5 positions gained, I mean. And Double A has had a very good comeback, as he's already back into 6th place in front of FO Racer, who's not that far behind, as they're only a couple of seconds behind. Double A is trying to make as much possible. He has no battery, but he's trying to get into that DRS of Steel Curtain. He's very, very close to it, as I think he may get it at the end of this lap. He has fresher tires, right? No, they're on the same tire. Wower making it past Twice once again, as Twice goes off in sector 1 after the first corners, really. I was gonna say chicane, but it's not really a chicane if it's just a corner. Yeah, it's really not doing too bad for Double A's race after he had that big accident spinning him all the way basically to the back of the field. Booby has gone past Twice, as Twice spins once again. Not very good for him. 2 spins in 1 lap. Already back to the back of the field. That's not ideal for him. He's going to have a lot of work to do for the rest of the day. As let's keep on going up here to FO Racer and Steel Curtain, as not FO Racer, Double A, as Double A has DRS and is gaining rather quickly, as Budweiser seems to have spun into the what is it called? Fourth corner, and he loses position to 50 in 07, which is the 2 deputies are very, very close, both getting a 5-second penalty for sorry about that. The 5-second penalty for Twice, as he speeds into the pit. 50 in 07, my bad, is doing a fantastic job coming up from P6 all the way to P3 in a podium position early on in this race, as Budweiser loses the position, goes back to where he originally started in the race. But let's go ahead and go back to Double A and Steel Curtain's race, as these guys are getting pretty close together, and I'm expecting to see a move from Double A this coming lap once he gets DRS and starts really moving into the next couple of groups of cars, as 50 goes into the pits on those medium tires. Budweiser stays out, and it looks like, as I predicted, it's going to be Double A making the move on Steel Curtain, and he's going to be well past coming into the first corner. Everything has been good so far for Double A, no real troubles. Back into 4th place, as he has gained 1 position from 50 pitting, and FO looks to have pitted as well, going on to the hard tires. and he's going to be going to the end of the race on those. Not too surprised there. JMH has gotten past 50, as he's going to be trying to warm up those hard tires until the end of the race, as 50 seems to be pretty good coming out of the pits. FL Racer goes down to 13th place, losing a lot of positions to 50, as they came in not too far from each other, but they still are 1, 2, 3, 4 cars apart. 3-second time penalty for Budweiser in P3. And it looks to me like FL Racer is gaining time on Candy up front, and 50 is also gaining lost time to JMH, but he just gained 2/10 right there alone. He will be gaining a lot of time because of his new tires and these very old mediums running out of grip. As I think he's going to be within DRS range, maybe, coming out of the last corner. And he's not, as everyone dives into the pits. JMH and Wower dive into the pits as fast as they could, getting everybody away past them, as 50 is not too far up the road, but Steel Curtain has not pitted yet. Neither has Double A, neither has Buds, neither has Derek or Hitch. These guys are going to need to come in and change their tires to mediums, but they might not do that for another couple of laps, as we just saw the medium runners come in on lap 14, which makes me think they're probably going to go until around lap 18, lap 19. And FL Racer looks to be getting really close to Candy here, as he's probably going to make a move very close. FL Racer getting a 3-second time penalty for going wide on the third, fourth corner. I don't even remember the turn names anymore. And continuing on, he looked up the inside, did not make anything stick, as Candy goes wide into the corner. FL Racer takes the racing line, takes the position, going into 10th place, as Kart Attack is just up the road a couple of seconds. Doesn't look like he is pitting anytime soon, but he does have to pit again, if I am not wrong. Yeah, he is going to have to pit again. Radioactive is probably going to be pitting very soon. Radioactive is also really close to the person in front of him, as let's go ahead and see that. Booby Poppy is in Radioactive. Radioactive is in Booby Poppy's DRS, and he has gone past before the first corner. As we saw there, Wower got a 3-second time penalty. Let's go ahead and just review the penalties real quick. We have 8 seconds from twice, which is a pit and a track extensions, or multiple warnings, I guess. Potato Aim has 6 seconds. Wower has 3 seconds. FL Racer has 3 seconds. Kart Attack has 3 seconds. Derek, Buds, and Double A have 3 seconds up front, so none of those three are going to be changing, as Wower makes another mistake and spins again into the second corner, as he's going to be he's going to be getting passed by twice here, making a bad situation worse. Man, is it close to getting these guys to be lapped. These guys are normally almost there, like are almost lapping. Mark 7 and Derek are, as they're probably going to be pitting here sometime soon, next lap, I would assume. Nobody's really close to each other, but the Radioactive goes into the pits, as he's probably going to go on a set of mediums? Mediums until the end, or hards until the end? Looks like hards until the end. That's a pretty good strategy call. He's going to have really good grip at the end of the race, as Candy makes his way past him, FL Racer makes his way past, Potato makes his way past, and it looks like JMH is also going to be passing him before he comes out of the pit. He's not going to get passed by twice, though, as he has regained all the time that he had from the start of the race. Remember, at the start of the race, he had 30 seconds down, as you see Potato has spun out of the second corner, and Radioactive has already made up that place, which is coming up to 12. And he's on those hard tires, which are going to take a little bit to warm up, but these guys are just gunning it through these corners here. Let's keep going. Who else needs to pit? Candy needs to pit. Double A's in the pit right now as we speak. Steel Curtain needs to pit. Everyone needs to pit, basically. And this is going to be a very, very good show. Wower comes out of the pits, it looks like. Yes. And he goes instantly wide over the gravel. That's nice to see. As Steel Curtain is way back there. Who am I looking for? There you go. I'm looking for Potato and Twice. Potato and Twice are having a battle here for P13. I don't know if it's a battle, more of just like they're squabbling for position. real close to each other. Understandably so. These guys are not wearing their tires too hard. I wouldn't want to be wearing them anywhere near as close as these guys would be. So it looks like first person that is probably going to come into the pits is... Oh! Potato has spun once again. Twice takes 13th place. Double A 3-second penalty, which is going to be a 6-second, right? Yes, it is. It's going to be a 6-second as he comes out of the pits. That's not going to be ideal for him. He's going to get 6 seconds added on to his race time. He's not going to be able to get that one back, as a couple of people look to be in the pits. Steel Curtain? Yeah, Steel Curtain is in the pits, as well as Booby... No. Wower? Wower looks to be in the pits as well. As there goes Double A passing Steel Curtain, who is in the pits. 50 is still 25 seconds from the top three, who are still on the same set of tires. Very, very consistent those top three are. Those guys are on 18 lap old hards, and they're 7 seconds away from each other from the leader. Candy has been overtaken by Radioactive because Candy goes into the pits to change out those 18 lap old hards. Twice also gets in front of him. Radioactive seems to be 2.5 seconds from the next person up, which is JMH in the Ferrari. Looks to me that Derek is in the pits. Let's see. Derek, spectate. Is he? Did he come? No, he's not. Budweiser's in the pits. I knew someone was in the pits. Bud is going to be coming out, I think, in front of 50. Let's see how this goes. It looks like Potato Aim is the Mercedes in the pits. And Potato Aim is... Double A gets an 18.3 as the fastest lap, as 50 overtakes Bud on older tires. Steel Curtain overtakes both Booby Poppy and Cart Attack, who are going into the pits now. Booby Poppy's on 19 lap old hards, and Cart Attack was on, I think, 11 lap old mediums. He's going for that aggressive two-stop strategy. He's going to be on the mediums until the end of the race here. So is Booby, and they're going to be making it very, very far. JMH is going to be passing them there as Wower gets out of the way for lapped traffic. Oh, wow. This race, man, this race. Radioactive is within a second of JMH. Pretty close. Radioactive is starting to get... 50 is within a second. Budweiser is within a second of 50 almost. And Double A is just within a second and a half over on Budweiser. Budweiser is definitely within a second. He's going to be getting DRS down that straight away, and it's going to be very, very good for him. As let's see what Twice is looking at now. Twice on the worn tires, but they are warm. Warm and worn. Very close words. So Cart Attack is in front on newer tires. I don't think that's going to be a very interesting position to take. Budweiser gets in front of 5007 as we have missed that overtake. Sadly, he has no ERS at all. He has about 27%, it looks like. 30%. He has 10%. So Buds has about half the ERS of 50 as Radioactive makes his move on JMH. He's going to be trying to catch up 7 seconds to the next car in front, which is going to be FL Racer on 2-lap older hards. And FL Racer is trying to make up the gap to Steel Curtain in front of him, which is 11 seconds as well on 2-lap old medium. So he's going to have more grip now, but looks like FL Racer is going to have maybe more grip later through everything. Derek is coming up to lap his own teammate. This is going to be a Lando Norris moment with Daniel Ricciardo. Looks like Derek already gotten past 17.8 from Budweiser on medium tires. Pretty good. As Budweiser is only 4 seconds behind Derek in P2. And 50 is a second, just under 2 seconds, my correction, to Budweiser. Already losing that much time 50 has with the new and softer compound tires. As AA is very close to the rear end of 50 here, coming up on 4th place. AA has made an incredible way of getting back from the back of the field from his big mistake. As who spun? Wait, what? It looks like a Ferrari spun of JMH. And let's go ahead and see what Mark 7 is doing in the pits, as Candy is a lap down, but he's not going to be taking any positions from Mark 7. Mark 7 is probably going to be coming out in clear air. Yeah, he is. Nobody's going to be even behind him to see him. Derek has no answer to Mark 7. No answer at all. And let's keep watching this race as AA and 50 have traded positions. AA now into 4th place. Potato Aim with another 3-second penalty. AA has taken 4th place from 50.07 in the last 10 laps of the race. Let's see what 50.07 has to say about that, as he's on harder tires, but they will have more grip later. Candy with a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. And it looks like AA is keeping the position, at least for this lap. He's making a gap out of 50.07. Let's go ahead and just watch how Kart Attack and Twice are doing down here in P10, as they're going to be fighting out for that last point. Kart Attack looks to be low on ERS. Twice looks to be just about as low, to be honest. Maybe a little bit higher, but they're not too far off of each other. As JMH is retired from the race. What happened? At least he retired in the pits. No safety car out. 1 retirement. Weird, man. 1 retirement out of this entire race. Wower is coming up to be lapped by his teammate Booby Poppy now, coming across the 3rd sector, and Mark 7 is just pulling away from Derek. Newer tires, no penalties. He is dominating this race right now, and honestly, I don't blame him. He is doing an amazing job. Round of applause to Mark 7 for this amazing performance of 24 laps, having 5 seconds to the next person down. 5 seconds from him is Budweiser. AA is only 2 seconds from them, gaining time, a lot of it, by the way. 50 is in 5th place on hard tires, as 50 is actually out of DRS, it looks like, from AA. And even more with that mistake. 1.5 seconds almost coming to the last couple of corners for 50 on the gap to AA, as Mark 7 gets a new fastest lap of 17.5. 17.5 on mediums, by the way. That's pretty decent. Good lap from him on race fuel. Insane. As it looks like Kart Attack is passing Wower. Wower is being lapped all the way to 10th place now. 11th place. as Twice passes him. 3-second penalty, another 3-second penalty for FL Racer, as he has 14 seconds of the car in front of him, and he is not gaining that. Double A looks to be in a very good position here, coming 2 seconds from P3 after going to what place? Like 17, not 17th, 12th place at the start of the race. That's a really good comeback. Let's go ahead and see how the positions have changed on the driver's side. So our most successful driver is now tied between Card Attack and Candy with 3 overtakes. And our least successful drivers are Radioactive and Double A, who have only lost 3 places. Radioactive starting in 5th and Double A starting on pole. Let's go ahead and just see this. This is so much traffic. So much traffic. People going off the side of the road. Potato not even making an attempt to get past. He is just ghosted. And Double A is within a second. Double A is within a second of Budweiser in 3rd place. Double A is in contention for the podium here, as we're just going to see how this rolls out. Everyone is low on battery. Less than a second from Double A and Budweiser, as Radioactive gets past FL Racer. I didn't even notice they were close. Wow, what happened there? FL Racer loses a position to Radioactive in 7th place now. And FL Racer is in 8th place, as nothing else is really happening on track. Double A is within 5/10 of Weiser. Weiser goes wide in the last corner, and he's going to be under pressure by Double A here, as Double A has, I think, a snap there from a little bit of wheel spin. They're both blinking, so they're not going to be gaining too much. Double A is still gaining with that DRS. Actually, both of them had DRS since lap traffic. That's not going to be ideal for Double A if he wants to get 3rd place and get that podium position. And it looks like maybe Twice has spun. I think that's Twice, right? Yep, that is Twice. Twice has spun again out of this, not out of this race, in first complex of turns, as Double A falls out just barely of 1 second, unable to get the DRS, and not unable to, but currently not in DRS range. And to be honest, it's been a really weird race. Like, not much has been going on other than just people not crashing, but spinning. Spinning is a big one for this game. It's really difficult. Steel Curtain actually retires from the race in 6th. That's a safety car. Safety car. Full safety car. Full course safety car. Full course safety car on lap 26 of 32. My goodness, is this gonna be a race to the line. Oh man, everyone is in the pits. Derek, Double A, Buds, 50, Potato. Literally everyone is coming into the pits. Looks like also the McLaren of Candy is coming to the pits. And Candy is a 5-second speeding in the pit lane penalty. As it looks like Mark 7 is being joined up there by I want to say that's Wower? Yeah, it's Wower. Wower is joining up there, Hitch, as I'm pretty sure Hitch doesn't need to box, but he might. I don't know if he can defend from soft tires for 4 laps. Why would you go on the mediums for 4 laps? That's an interesting strategy. 50's also going on the mediums for 4 laps. I don't know if they just didn't have any soft tires left. Maybe that's it. FL Racer is going to come out of the pits on softs. So is Booby. Radioactive is also on softs. Everyone is on softs. everyone who went into the pits other than Double A and 50 are on softs. And yeah, let's see the safety car group up, as we're going to be taking a look at these penalties real quick while the safety car is out. And yeah, Mark 7 actually did go into the pits. He's going to be losing a couple of positions for that. 50 is going to pass him. Card Attack's probably going to pass him, but he's going to be coming out in front of Radioactive, which is going to be 6th place. I think Card Attack will go past him here. But let's go ahead and check over these penalties, as we're going to have 2 laps of racing here at the end of it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mark 7. Mark 7's going to come out in front of Card Attack. Yeah, let's go. Mark 7 keeps 5th place. Card Attack keeps 6th place. Well, he was going to get it anyways. He has a 3-second penalty. And Card Attack doesn't seem to be on new tires, is he? He's not. No, he's on very old tires. Alright. So, looking over these penalties, we have 3 seconds from Derek, 3 seconds from Budweiser. Double A has 6 seconds, so he's going to be having to make up 3 seconds from the top 2 to even get onto that podium itself. And let's go ahead and just watch the front. Oh, there's a lot of lapped cars in between them, though. There is a lot of lapped cars in between them, as they're swerving very hard side to side, back to back. Alright, continuing with these penalties, Card Attack is going to have 3 seconds of penalties. FO Racer is going to have 6 seconds of penalties. Twice is going to have 3 seconds of penalties. Potato Aim is going to have 9. Candy is going to have 8. Wower is going to have 5. Twice has done the 5-second penalty in his 5-second penalty for speeding into the pits earlier in the pits when he went into the box. Sadly, you can't do that with the 3-second penalties. I wish you could, but you know, it's fine. You can't have everything you want, can you? Why is there a green light on top of the safety car? That's weird. Alright, so Derek is going to be leading this race off. He's probably going to be... It's actually probably going to start this lap itself. Not start. The safety car is going to come in this lap. Derek is going to be leading them off to Narnia, as Mark 7 and... Let's go ahead and just turn that off. Mark 7 is in 5th place. He has a lot of cars to overtake, but there's going to be a lot of blue flags, so it is going to be really, really simple to overtake most of those cars. Let's see who is gap leader. So, twice Candy... Wait. Alright, so up front, Wower is P2 in person. There's a lot of cars here. Safety car in this lap, as everyone is going to go ahead and start racing again. Let's go ahead and turn this like that. Alright. Time to get underway, as that safety car rounds out the last 2 corners of the Imola circuit. We're going to be going on to race for 2 laps. 2 laps. Derek is going to lead them away onto that first corner as he's swerving about, still trying to play the not the DRS thing, the slipstream game, as he goes off and he catches a couple of those napping a little bit, as Buds is going to just start moving past people that are lapped. Radioactive gets past Card Attack going into 6th place basically instantly. Mark 7 is going to be trying to make as many positions as possible, as this restart is very, very keen for him to just get moving, as he's going to make a move down 50, try to look down the inside, did not make it stick, as he just pulls out of the corner and continues to go as normal, and people are still not giving way to the safety car. Not safety car, the lapped cars that are not giving way, so this is just making this a lot harder to look at, but everyone seems to be in contention of getting hitched, because if Hitch gets past 50 and he can stay within 3 seconds of the leader, he will win this. Let's continue watching down the pack, as most of these guys are just trying to get through these 2 laps and just finish the race with as little damage as they've already done. Booby Poppy has gotten a 3-second time penalty from probably hopping over the chicane curb and getting a track extensions warning, as they go side by side, FL Racer and Booby Poppy for 8th place. Booby has gotten really, really slippery out of that last corner, and FL Racer makes an easy move down the inside. Still side by side, actually. I thought he made the move already, but I guess Booby is using a lot of energy as he gets squeezed into the corner. Booby goes over the sausage curbs, and we can barely see anything from this angle, but they're still side by side through those corners. They're banging each other on their own wheels, and they're low on. Oh, they're 3 wide across the hairpin corner. My bad for missing this, but they are going at it. Mark 7 on the inside, Radioactive on the outside. Middle looks to be 50, the debutant of this race. 50 trying to not get passed by Radioactive, doing a very good job of it. Getting a 3-second penalty, 50 has. And this looks to be like Hitch's race from here on out. It looks to be about 3 corners until the line, and Radioactive has gotten back behind 50, and Mark, let's see the gap to the leader. It looks that Hitch needs to get 1.5 seconds to win this race. He just has to use all of his battery as Radioactive goes out wide. Goes out wide, and 50 takes 5th place as Mark 7 comes across the line. 1st place. He wins this race by 0.03 of a second. Budweiser coming in this 3rd place by Derek, who had their penalties after being applied. It is Mark 7 Hitch leading, which means he has won the race. Congratulations to Mark 7 for coming in P1. 2nd place is going to be Derek. Card Attack getting the driver of the day. 3rd place is going to be the debutant of Mr. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting your name. Sorry about that. We're going to be coming across the line with P1 being Mark 7, P2 being Derek, P3 being Budweiser, P4 being 50 and 07. I think that's what we had. And then P4 was Radioactive, and then P5 was the debutant of 50 and 27 in 07. Pretty sure that's how that went. I don't know. Good job to these 3 guys on the podium. Congratulations, Hitch, Derek, and Budweiser, especially Budweiser, for that amazing performance on his first ever race. Great job from him, and I'm so glad that he's gotten this chance to be in this race. As we can see, everyone in this race almost has a penalty other than Hitch. So that is a very, very good thing to do, as Hitch just takes the lead. All right, race rundown. Mark 7 Hitch is going to be in 1st place. Derek in P2, Budweiser in P3, AA in P4, 50 in P5, Card Attack in P6, Radioactive in P7. Actually, I messed that up. Booby in P8, FL Racer in P9, Twice in P10, Potato in P11, Candy in P12, Wower in P13, and Steel DNF'd 2nd. JMH has DNF'd 3rd. Great job to everyone. Good laps. Great job. Great job, everyone. Alrighty. That is going to be the end of this race, and that is going to be the end of the stream in general. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a good rest of your day, your night, whatever it is for you. Make sure to stay in tune for Formula One tomorrow, because we have Mavericks, and it is going to be a Spanish Grand Prix, very wet race. Stay in tune for that on the Twitch that Buckles is going to be doing, and have a good rest of your night.